Well, welcome back over Middle Georgia. It's partly cloudy around the region. Definitely nice to get some sun going after how the early parts of this week were, featuring plenty of rainfall. So yeah, it's been a little hotter and most certainly muggy out there. If we're going to see any rain chances, I guess the highest odds right now are the southwesternmost counties. We do see a little bit of rain near Americus over in Sumter County, so some of that could maybe graze into the southwestern portions of the region. A couple of pop-up showers also possible, but we really haven't seen much in that way as of yet. That being said, if any storms do mature enough, a little bit of thunder, or actually in terms of severe threats, we're talking some small hail or a couple of wind gusts, but obviously, yes, thunder and lightning will be fair game with any storms that mature as well. But since the odds of that are pretty low, it's not a bad evening to hit the pool, especially with cloud cover kind of filling in a little bit more as we go into tonight. Of course, this is that hour where some people might be like, I probably don't need that sunscreen, and, do what you will. If you burn easy, I would still suggest it, as there is a healthy dose of sun out there currently. Low of 67 tonight, light and variable wind to go with the isolated shower chances. The warmest spots will be in the lower 70s, and the coolest spots will be in the mid 60s. Very similar to what we've had so far this week. Obviously, the last 5 days have featured plenty of rainfall. Butler, one of the wet spots at 4 inches. Northern Wheeler County, also in that 4 to 6 inch ballpark. So we've had plenty of precipitation lately, and it just kind of sums up how the month has been. Percent of normal rainfall. To give you an idea, 100% means you got right on your average normal rainfall for the month. I guarantee Roberta's is not zero also. Not sure why the number is not popping up there. But to use an example, I did check to see what Macon has gotten so far in May. So 5.77 inches. If you're talking 200% of normal, that would mean that normally we're probably around 2.5, almost 3 inches of rain during the month of May. So we've more than doubled that. Then you look at sort of like Perry. If you're talking, 5 inches normally in Perry, that would be almost 15 inches for the month. Again, those are arbitrary numbers, not actually, although the Macon one is. But just to give you an idea, we've got a lot of rain, and we're still not done, as more storms are expected tomorrow. Friday will also feature rain chances, but I think tomorrow will be the bulk of what we could see through the remainder of this week. It'll be a little quicker on Friday with the cold front coming through, whereas tomorrow's like around at lunchtime, around the storms at supper time, around at midnight. So a lot of rain chances tomorrow, but we're going to be rewarded with a pleasant weekend once this is all said and done. Now let's go ahead and get a closer look. You're seeing the cloud cover rolling in more as we head into the overnight hours, but notice that there's really not much in the way of those rain chances, so we're not too concerned about those. But those will come back with I lost my train of thought. A vengeance. There you go. Whereas tomorrow, we're going to see a lot of storm chances heading into the afternoon. Very widespread. Again, I mentioned multiple rounds. You get one, then we get 2 around supper time. Then we get a third one heading into the overnight hours. So there could be spots that get, 1 to 2 inches of rain tomorrow in itself. So we're not done with the month of May in terms of rain as of yet. And then on Friday, cold front coming through will spawn another round of storms in the middle of the day. But that's the last hoorah of this rain train, and we'll get some nicer conditions heading towards the weekend. Storms tomorrow, same threats to the one I mentioned for tonight, some hail or a couple of wind gusts. I do want to point out the flooding potential too, though, as we've already had a lot of rain this week, and there's still more to go. Your extended forecast is coming up in 10 seconds. A pretty wet end to the week, especially tomorrow. Definitely want to make sure you got the rain gear ready for both days. And then we get into the weekend. Final day of May on Saturday, and then we begin June on Sunday. And a nice start to the new month, but the summer heat looks like it'll come on by next Wednesday.